Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with dun, 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 Robert Simmons. What's up, Rob? Biggie, give me one more chance. What's up, Conroe? Moses Salas. What's up, Moses? Jules. Name so dope, you gotta say it twice. Name so nice, you gotta say it twice. Monroe Dunbar. What's up? Abundant Day King. What it do? What's that? Dwayne Woods, Charles Nelson. Fam, I'm going in, fam. I need to go in on this right quick, and I ain't gonna hold y'all long, but I do want to speak on this. Let me put up a picture of my subject here. This is Floyd Mayweather Jr., fam. Floyd Mayweather is a championship boxer who retired undefeated, who made hundreds of millions of dollars in the game and continues to make hundreds of millions of dollars in the game years after his retirement. In fact, let me see what year did Mayweather retire? Let's see, Floyd Mayweather, year retired. Let's see, boom. Floyd's been retired for 7 years. He retired on August 26, 2017. Tomorrow will mark 7 years since he's been retired. But Floyd is still one of the highest paid boxers in the sport. How does something like this happen? Well, see, what happened was Floyd fought the best of the best that was in his era, and he ran through all of them, and he emerged with an undefeated record. Many people bought tickets and pay-per-view to watch Floyd display his talents. There were others who paid for that pay-per-view and bought tickets to see him get beat, much like they did when Ali was fighting. So on yesterday, Floyd engaged in an exhibition fight with John Gotti III. It was their third meetup. Wasn't a whole lot of action before the referee was fired. Now, one might say, well, what do you mean? What do you mean the referee was fired? Family, in the middle of the fight, second round, the referee broke the fight up got between the fighters because he signaled that Floyd was rabbit punching, meaning that he was hitting Gotti behind the head. And Floyd waved him off and told him to get on up out of here. Get out of here. Get out the way. Get out of here. There was a brief, just a very, very, very brief moment of confusion. And the next thing we know, a new ref steps into the ring and Buddy steps out of the ring. Who is Buddy? Hector of Fu. Yeah, he penalized Floyd for the right hook. So Floyd penalized him by relieving him of his refereeing duties. Family, that's funny to me. That's funny. I mean, like, they say that boxing is the arena of the unexpected, and you just never know. Boxing continues to earn its nickname every single time a fight presents itself. Boxing is indeed the arena of the unexpected because you never really know what to expect. I thought that I had seen it all. I've never seen a referee get fired mid-fight. Never seen that, ever, ever, ever. Good, bad, or indifferent. If a referee is in the ring and not really reffing the fight right, even if it appears that the ref is losing control of the fight, they'll let him continue for the duration of that fight. Then at the end of the fight, people just make their complaints. Floyd made his complaint and did something about it mid-fight. Absolutely beautiful. You know why I like it, fam? You know why I like it. Yeah, you know why I like it. I like it because Floyd is most hated because he is not just because he's black, but because he's a black man who cannot be controlled. He's a black man that does what he wants to do. He's a black man that doesn't fit inside of America's little box for black men, where they want you to be obedient. They want you to be modest. You know, don't be too proud. Don't make too much noise. You know, and you'll be all right. Don't do anything to provoke the other blacks into thinking that they can be as proud and as aggressive, as, in their words, uppity, arrogant. So they don't like Floyd. Let me tell you something, fam. I've been to the fights. I've been to Floyd fights. And I've been in the audience and I've heard people, sometimes people who are celebrities, non-black celebrities. I've heard them. I'm sitting right next to them. And they calling Floyd the N-word and other names. You know how sometimes people say names, they call you names, but you know what they really want to say, but they catch themselves. I've been around that, fam. Fight fans are great. First of all, majority of fight fans are great fans, but there are some who are straight up uncivilized mutts. And they always show up at Floyd fights because they want Floyd to shut up. They want to see somebody beat up on Floyd. Which brings me to Floyd's comments about the people who got a problem with him asserting himself, doing what he want to do, including firing the referee mid-fight. Floyd say, they don't like me, they mad at me because I played the game on my terms. I left the game with all of my faculties. I left the game with my motor skills intact. I left the game paid. I broke the bank. And I'm still doing it. He said they don't get mad at the Waltons or Warren Buffett when they make their money into their 70s and 80s and 90s or whatever, but they mad at him because he's still getting money in his 40s. still getting money out the game in his 40s, still making 30, 40, $50 million payday. And they mad at him for that. Do y'all think if Floyd wasn't black, people would care like that? I don't think so. Now, to call a strike, a ball, and to be fair to all, yes, Floyd is flashy. And being flashy is entertaining for some people, is motivating for some people, but to others, it rubs them the wrong way. Hey, why the guy has to be flashy? We know you got money, you ain't got to flash it. I saw a video of a dude who called himself calling Floyd out about counting his money at a WNBA game. He had a big bag and he was reaching into it and he was counting money, like had just a stack of money next to him in an empty chair, just sitting there, just a big stack of money, just. Now, was Floyd doing too much? Perhaps, but I don't know what was behind that. I don't know if he was about to gift each player a certain amount of money, or he made a bet. Yeah, you make this next shot, I'm gonna guess. I don't know what he was doing with that. I don't know what was behind that. Would I have done it? Absolutely not. I don't rock like that. But Floyd is Floyd Money Mayweather for a reason. His fans, the people who like what Floyd represent, they like everything he represent. That's what they want to see. They want to see him stunt. They want to see him stunt. That's what he do. He Floyd Money Mayweather. You put money in your name, you got to show people you got money. They just can't know you got money. You got to show it. We can know he got money. People say, well, the dude that made the video said, Warren Buffett would never, Jeff Bezos would never. They're billionaires and they would never do something like that. You know something, fam? He's probably right. But here's the deal. I am so sick and tired of black folks comparing their actions and the actions of black people to white people and others. Why do some of us care so much about what others outside of our race think of us? Those people who judge us as a monolith, who can't see us as individuals, they don't matter anyway. And those who think like that, they're going to think like that anyway. If Floyd was never born, they'd be thinking like that. So why do we care so much about what they think? Damn. I can relate, fam, because I move like a free man. I don't ask for permission from nobody to do nothing. I don't sit back and watch what they do and say, yo, I got to conform. I don't try to assimilate. I don't purposely try to agitate, but I will if I think that you think I'm scared to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, they be thinking you scared of them or something, So they try to put you in your place. So I get out that place, try to put me in my place. Try to put me in my place. My place is anywhere I want to be. That's my place. Yeah. So, I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of other people who watch Floyd and his antics, it's entertaining to me. I laugh at it, really mainly. It's really entertaining to me, mostly because I just get a kick out of how it upsets others, how it upsets some people. It's just funny to me, like I especially like it when I know that people don't like him just because he's a black man doing what he's doing. Because there's other people out there that do stuff like that, but they're not as famous as Floyd is. But they're out there and they got money too. They got millions and they flash that money too. But when they do it, it's just entertainment. But when Floyd do it, it's buffoonery. Make it make sense. Going into the comments. Pamela Hamilton, what's up, Pam? LaShawn Brown, what's up, LaShawn? Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Vietnamese style. What's up, Mike Brown? Good afternoon, African Pride. Mitch Fontenot. What up, Fontenot? Mike Dan. Mike Dan. What's up, Mike Dan? Floyd said that people don't get mad at the Waltons and Buffett, you know, and they get money well into their 70s, 80s, and 90s. They don't say nothing. When they make different moves to enrich themselves, no matter what it is, nobody ever says anything. They just really look at them like they're geniuses. But when he do it, it's a problem. I felt that. I felt that. And like I said, fam, I was already a supporter of Floyd Mayweather. But when I went to those fights, when I started going to the fights, and from the first time I heard people hurling insults at him, unwarranted insults, you could tell they was just doing it just because he was black. They were just going at him, and it just reminded me of what Ali endured. It reminded me of what Jack Johnson endured. It's something about a black man who lives as a free man that spooks people who would otherwise love to see a man who lives as a free man, including themselves. It's something about a black man that take on those type of qualities that really spooks them. Now, some might say, no, they ain't mad at you, man, because you get money. Ain't nobody mad because you get money. You know, they mad, man, because, ain't nobody want to see these kind of fights, Nobody want to see these kind of fights, man. You ain't really fighting, man. You just getting money. But what's wrong with just getting money? Ain't that what we all do? Even in boxing. He ain't doing nothing no different than Jack Johnson did, than Muhammad Ali did. These guys went around and did exhibition fights when their careers were over. Jack Johnson fought well into his 60s. Jack Johnson was 68 the last time he did an exhibition fight. 68. So there is a precedent that has already been established. Floyd ain't the first one to do this. You're watching a guy who is fighting past his prime, who is retired. And by the way, he still looks good. But he's not expected to go into the ring. Well, not by him, by his accounts. He's not expected to go into the ring and brawl and fight like his life is on the line, like he did when he was a rising star in boxing. You can't expect to see him go out there and put his life on the line, risk it all. Like he said, he retired with his faculties in check. His motor skills are in check. This is boxing. It's called the science of boxing for a reason. Boxing is a science. But really the name of the game of boxing is to hit and not get hit. A lot of us, we got it backwards because we see a lot of fighters getting hit, and we want to see somebody got to get hit. You know, a fight ain't a good fight. You know, it wasn't a good fight. You know, let's say unless you don't have a dog in the fight. If you ain't got a dog in the fight, it's not a good fight unless you really see some banging. You want to see some, you know, and you want to see some adversity, right? But if it's your fighter, if it's your guy, you want to see a shutout. As long as he win the fight, shit, at the end of the day, it's the sweet science of boxing. So if he can win that fight without getting touched, that's the name of the game. Win the fight and minimize and mitigate damage to your body. You see? Win the fight. First of all, mitigate damage to your body should be first. And then win the fight. A lot of us, we want to see the blood. You know, I want to see the blood. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see the blood. We want to see that banging, you know. We want to see that killer, you know. But remember what happened to all the fighters who did that head banging, who did the brawling. All of them talk with slurred speech. All of them walk slow. I remember being in New York at a fight back in the 90s. And I saw Iran Barkley, and I walked up behind Barkley. He ain't gonna mind me telling this story because I've told it before. I walked up behind Barkley. I walked up behind Iran Barkley. And I said, "What's up, Iran?" And he turned around. And when he turned around, he turned around like this. He had to turn his whole body around to see me. And he said, "What's up, Willie D?" Much slower than that. I think it's something to be said if you can go out there and you can entertain and you can still have all of your faculties in order. You still got majority of your motor skills. That's really the name of the game in boxing. And if somebody don't like that, they're just gonna have to deal with it. They don't like Floyd. I got it. The fight yesterday, it was an exhibition fight, first of all. It was just 6 rounds, an exhibition. I think they said Floyd was guaranteed about 20 million. Who wouldn't take? So you trying to tell me you wouldn't walk in the park for 20 million? 20 million. $20 million. Nah, fam, it's something about a black man who lives as a free man, who behaves like he's free. A black man who behaves like he's free is dangerous to a lot of people. A lot of the same people who actually takes pride in living like they're free. Like they love the idea of freedom. You know, it's even in, give me, what did it say? Give me death. What was it? What's that? What was that saying? It's an old saying from back long time ago. Give me death, give me freedom or something like that. Give me death or liberty. Let me see what that. Give me liberty. I think it's give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. That's it. So you got people that like that. They love to say that, man. You know, they can't fathom the idea of living like a slave, living like somebody else's, some other person has stewardship over your body and your mind and your thoughts. They can't fathom that idea. But if a black man moves in that manner, it's something scary about that to some people. And I love it. I love it. Yeah. If they scared of that, I'm the boogeyman. Because I'm a free man. And that's how I move. I live. Yeah. Can't be free here. What the use to living? What in the hell is the use in living? I wish I would live my life. Wake up. I got one life to live. I got one life to live. You mean to tell me I'm going to wake up every day afraid of some dude or some group of guys? I got one life to live. You mean to tell me I'm going to live it like that? You got the wrong person. I got one life to live, and I'm going to make the decisions that affect my life, that brings me joy, that brings me happiness, that brings me security, that brings me comfort, that brings me peace. I'm going to make my decisions based on what you think. You got me all messed up, partner. You got me all messed up. You mean to tell me I know that you are an open enemy to me, and I'm going to let you pick my friends? You got me all messed up. I wish I would. Wish I would let my enemy pick my friends. What kind of sense does that make? Sit back and let your enemy approve your friendships. Well, they don't like him, so I guess I can't like him. They're not friends with him, so I guess I can't be friends with him. They don't want to do business with him, so I can't do business with him because they don't. Man, he got me blowed. They don't like Floyd because Floyd is a free man. And he moves like a free man. He talks like a free man. They don't like that. These exhibition fights that Floyd has been having, he's had 3 where he went hard, and then he's had 3 where it was a walk in the park like he did last night. Just target practice. The dude was just target practice. No real threat. Not one time was John Gotti III ever a real threat. And he still made $20 million. Why the hell should he retire? Why the hell? You don't want to watch the fight. But what about all them other people who paid to see it? They can say that they didn't have a good time, but they still went to watch the fight. It ain't a real fight. It's an exhibition. People mess around, play around in exhibition. You ever seen a basketball all-star game? They play around, they mess around. They'll be trying all kind of trick shots and passes, and they be just messing around, just goofing off a lot in those all-star games because they know it don't count. You're playing scrimmage against your own team. Sometimes you play hard, sometimes you ain't gonna go in and try to knock the quarterback's head off in scrimmage. This basically amounts, an exhibition fight for Floyd basically amounts to a scrimmage game where he makes millions of dollars. He earned the right to do that because he has the brand, he has the name. He's one of the biggest stars in the world. Why would he just, if he know he can do it, if he got the mental and physical capacity to go out there and compete in an exhibition match, why not? And let me tell you something else. As long as people pay, even if he can't perform the way he did last night, where he did show some flashes of the past, with his punching skills. Even if he didn't do all of that, even if he just hugged the dude the whole time and turned around and waved at the crowd, took a picture, selfie and stuff while in the middle of the fight, goofing around, that's how a lot of exhibitions are. Sometimes they get serious, but oftentimes exhibitions is just a couple of guys inside the ring goofing off. People pay to see that because they don't want to be done with the person who is that big star, that person who has brought them so much glory and excitement over the years. They'll pay anything to see that person get in the ring one more time and entertain them in any capacity. Muhammad Ali did it a lot. Muhammad Ali get in the ring and, throw a couple punches. Sometimes Muhammad Ali might take off running while he's inside the ring, just having fun, entertaining people. Exhibitions are about just strictly entertainment. And the entertainment ain't necessarily got to be you trying to throw a punch at somebody or somebody hitting you with a punch, a vicious punch. You don't grade exhibition fights on the same level that you grade real sanctioned fights, professional sanctioned fights. Hell, you don't even grade exhibition fights the way you would grade a sanctioned amateur fight. Vietnamese style asked if I would advise Tyson to fight Jake Paul. Yeah, Tyson he still looks good. He looks very good. If he didn't look good, I'd say no. But he looks very good. He still looks very strong. The exhibition is probably not going to be more than 6, 7, 8 rounds. Probably won't be more than 8 rounds. I'm sure Jake is going to be trying to stay out of the way. He's going to do a whole lot of covering up. So all Mike got to do is just make sure that Jake don't catch him with something wild, because Mike still got skills. Mike's skills are still superior to Jake Paul's skills. Mike Tyson is a true and proven bona fide history-making boxer. And that gives him the biggest edge. Yeah, dude got youth, but 57, 58 years old ain't quite the old man as a 68 or 78-year-old man. Those bones may not be as strong, but they're still strong enough to get some damage done. They're still strong enough to do some damage. So I think long as Mike is in shape and he continues to be in shape, if he works out like he did for the Roy Jones fight, I think it'll be a cakewalk. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Until next time, unless there's breaking news tonight, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.